Hi guys, it's me Kim and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a reading of my storyline, or rather the story post that I posted to my players on the Shattered Universe website. So Shattered Universe is an online forum community in which we do a science fantasy type of setting. So we have magic, we have spaceships, we have laser guns, we have hyperspace travel, we have FTL, we have giant kaiju monsters. So we have a little bit of everything. Um, but the Carol Octavius is my story, and we just got that kicked off. So I figured it'd be fun to rec- do a reading of the first few posts since I'm running this story. Um, so sit back. I hope you enjoy. You're gonna see me talking here in a little bit. All right, let's get to it. The Carol Octavius. Lost Tombs. Dry stone scraped against stone, revealing darkness beyond Moria's lantern light. Stale, dry air settled around her as the ancient hidden door slid backward into recesses of the wall. She shivered as a breeze whirled past her from within the recesses of the chamber beyond. It's waking, she thought, as she pulled her blue coat tighter around herself. Sweat trickled down her spine as she pressed forward. Mora noticed glyphs carved into the doorway and lightly traced them. Unintelligible spirals and sharp angles bordered the edge of the gray granite. Her adaptive translation app dejectedly buzzed in her mind as it failed to parse a meaning to the script. The calculations scrolled over her eyes' display. She frowned but made sure she recorded everything before venturing deeper into the chamber. Her light flickered as she crossed the threshold. Her bootfall echoed loudly above the hiss of a breeze. She squinted into the shadows. More stone and something else. She moved closer to another alcove as something crossed through the beam. She turned to see something staring back at her as icy darkness enveloped her. Moira. Moira's fingers flexed and dug into soft, wet, mossy earth. Mud and stagnant water coated her tongue. She gagged and vomited as she pushed herself from sopping earth. Her right eye wouldn't reopen. She rubbed at it and felt a hard crust. Amelia knew what. Blearily, she made out an eerie, pale green glow that cast strange shapes at the edge of her vision. Beyond the lingering aftertaste of bile and dirt, she could taste something akin to battery acid at the back of her throat. The air stank of burnt copper and swampy earth. If not for the echoing drip of water, she would have thought she was in a swamp rather than underground. She strained to listen for things beyond water and was greeted with the shriek of an air raid siren. Wincing, she covered her ears in futile attempt to drown out the din. Her body trembled and shook as an unseen force moved her. She spun to face the thing and blinked. A leathery button nose pressed against her nose. Beyond the snout were gentle blue eyes lined with black. She reached up and ran her fingers through soft reddish brown and white fur. Puka pawed at Moira, whining as the dog licked her face. Moira stared up beyond the dog at the white ceiling of her apartment. Beneath her was a firm mattress and a warm blanket. Warmer still was the large dog that sat on her chest, trying to wake her up. The dream had felt so real. Where was she dreaming about? Why couldn't she recall the tomb she opened? her footage of the lost hours, had her staring at a stone wall with her hands pressed against it. There was nothing but the sound of her breathing, and then her footsteps retreating out of the underground chamber. Had she imagined the secret door? Doubt tugged on the brittle threads of memory as she sat before a large star map displayed across her office wall. A couple of taps took the focus down to a single starship system in the myriad of the endless sea. She heard the call. Something waited for her return. Numbers flashed crimson and black against her vision, accompanied by a wave of stabbing pain. Her head felt like it was going to explode. At her feet, Puka whined sympathetically. When her vision cleared, she saw the mouth of a cavern yawning with jagged teeth. It threatened to consume any who dared trespass. "It's real. We need to go there," she whispered. "Carol, where are the coordinates plotting? Is it Natsumi's system like we thought?" "Nuh-uh. The records call it the Loop. That's the place where bad men go. It's, Cato Leaf, Chateau de Leaf in the old Wangdale colonies," the blonde child AI responded. "Shall I call up Mommy and Daddy to get permission to go play in the yard?" Maria wrinkled her nose as she stared at the cavern teeth. An imaginary beast snarled at the back of her mind. Her arms flush with goose flesh, with familiar dread. "Carol, install a French language pack." "But no. Call the Magistars. They'll back this. I hope." Inserted between the broadcasts of adventure shows My Little Dystopia and Doki Doki Taipan was an advertisement, written in elegant script backed with dramatic music. Displayed was the large golden seal of the Magistars Consortium of Kowloon. Searches for the origination point revealed the broadcast came from Shizi Station in orbit of Piapun. Researchers and adventurers wanted for a long-term xenobiology dig. Must be sober on duty. Safety not guaranteed. Immunizations required. Will be provided. Health and survivor benefits available. Adventure awaits. Now hiring all positions. Contact Kowloon Magistars Consortium. Point of contact, Ariel Gloriana. Alright, so that was where we started off with the plot. We're about 2 weeks in, so we'll see what happens. If you guys are interested in me doing more readings of my role play thread on Shattered Universe, just hit me up in the comments. I'll provide a link below. But if you like my content, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys like. I should have a new unboxing coming soon. My box should be getting here on Monday, so here's hoping that post-holiday mail isn't slow as I'll get out. Alright, that's it for me, so I'll see you next time.